gorgeous, beautiful, amazing horror community, I need to pick your brains. I've got two things that are really like in my brain at the moment, and I need to talk about them with people. So I would love to hear your input on these two subjects. The first one is, I really have got a bee in my bonnet right now about AI and AI's use in the film industry and especially in the horror industry. I know right now that Ghostface and slasher movie characters are currently trending on TikTok and Instagram, where people are using an AI prompt to get cute little pictures of themselves lying on a bed on the phone with said mass killer in the background. They're cute. I get why everyone wants to do them, but it's driving me absolutely mad because it is endorsing and encouraging the use of AI, and especially when it's such a horror focused thing as well, it makes me super angry. And I know this is like a super hyperfixation for me right now, and in the past I have done like AI trending things because I'm like, oh, that's cute, I want to be part of it, and I wouldn't do it again. And I will hold my hands up and say, yes, I did it because I was like, I want this cute little picture. But AI is just, like I said, an absolute bee in my bonnet right now. It is pissing me off to no end. I'm absolutely fucking sick of seeing AI everywhere. I don't know whether it is because of my neurodiversity. I am inherently trusting of people and things. So if I see someone share something, I think that's real. Outside of the context of like sharing a clip from a film, things like that. But I see little videos and I'm like, oh my God, look at this. And I will share it with people and they'll say, Sam, that's AI. And I'm really upset. I feel like I was so excited about this thing and it doesn't exist. And I feel lied to. And I think like my justice sensitivity like really kicks in because I'm like, why would you do this? Why would you pour a lie into the world? Why would you pretend that something happened when it didn't? And that can extend to like AI videos, like those terrifying ones that like Trump did, like deep fake stuff. Like there's so much there that I can't even start to think about it because it hurts my brain and it puts me into like an existential crisis because I don't want to think about like the implications of it. But the biggest thing at the moment is the use of AI in creative work. I've ranted about this so many fucking times. And like people doing cute little trending things for Instagram is one thing. And like I said, to me, it endorses the use of it. And I just think, no, fuck off. But we're seeing more of it in like film and TV. And I just want to know like what other people think about it. Is it just me being an absolute sanctimonious twat? Like ranting about this all the time, or are more people like me and think like this? I appreciate and understand, especially in horror, because I think budgets are lower and there's more indie creators out there in horror than possibly any other genre. I get that it is hard to put stuff together when you've got like no budget, but I would always 100 times out of 100 rather see a shitty attempt at practical effects or like a ghost. I would rather see someone in a sheet going in the background of a shot than an AI generated ghost. I would rather I always find anyway, like what you don't see is scarier. I would rather see nothing and the like what's the word? I'm basically like saying, oh, there's a ghost over there, and people going, oh, and reacting to the ghost and it's not there. I would rather that 100 times out of 100 than see something with AI. And I get that AI is an easy way of like elevating your project, whether that's a short or a film or a creative project. You can add stuff for absolutely free, and that can, you know, put special effects in that you can't afford. It can put all sorts of different things, but it drives me absolutely mad. I've ranted so many times about AI use, and I get really upset when film festivals put AI content in. There's been multiple this year where I'm just like, whether that is a poster, whether that is effects in a film. There's so many uses of it now, and like I said, I don't want to be a dick. I get that indie movie makers are struggling. They want to get their work out there. They want to do the best they can with their small budget. But like I said, I would rather see the shonkiest, shittiest effects, whether that's done on a computer, whether that's done practically. I would rather that than AI. And I feel like a dick because I'm constantly ranting about it. But are you even creative if you have to get AI to do that for you? If your cool idea is there's a ghost in this shot and this is what it's going to look like, are you creative if something else has to do that for you? I love indie cinema. I'm so forgiving of like shitty special effects because I would rather see it done that way practically than AI every time. And I shared a picture of me the other day, and I could have so easily put AI over my face instead of the shit job I did. Like, I was genuinely embarrassed, like, sharing that picture, but I would rather share that picture of my attempt at trying to recreate some makeup for a movie than do it with AI. And, like, I enjoyed the film. I enjoyed the film character that I was, I guess, cosplaying as. I wanted to share it, but also I feel like that was me sort of pouring out into the world my stance about AI, and I could rant for hours about how much it drives me round the fucking bend. But like, where are we as a horror community? Like, what is our stance? I know everyone's going to be different because I've seen so many people sharing like the AI slasher pictures, and then loads of people sharing pictures going, fuck AI, like this isn't cool. So I know it's really split, but like, I want to talk to people about it. I want to have a conversation and try and figure out like where we meet in the middle with our opinions, where like, I don't know, where as a percentage, like, are most of us really against AI? Most of us actually just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I hate AI because it makes me feel like I've been lied to, and I feel like you've just completely robbed that opportunity to be creative from yourself and from other people. I think it devalues like entire projects. I've seen entire projects that AI has just gone, well, I fucking hate this now. And it really upsets me. Like, one of my favourite movies from the last couple of years, Late Night with the Devil, they used AI in their film, but that was for posters, and I know it got called out, not posters, like the interstitial scenes on the TV show. I think that sucks. I absolutely think that sucks. But I know they were called out on it. They addressed it. They were like, look, given the chance again, we wouldn't do that. But it does like take the shine off that film for me knowing that. But I feel like I can be a tiny bit more forgiving because it is such a small part of the film. And it's a small part of the film that could easily be like removed and replaced in post-production. They're not going to re-release the film on physical media. They're not going to re-release it in the cinema, but it could be done very easily, as opposed to a film where like all the special effects rely on AI. I'm just ranting. I know I am. But like, where do we all sit on this? I am close to 10 minutes of ranting. And if you've listened to this absolute nonsense, what's wrong with you? Well done. I don't know what the what the thing to say is there, but like, do we as a community need to have like a stance and stand up and say, we don't fucking want this, don't do it? Do we need to encourage film festivals to say, actually, we've got a strict no AI policy. If your film has AI, we will not accept it. Do not submit it. If your film is using AI for artwork, do not submit it. We will not accept it. Like, is that something, that's something I feel like I want to do as a fucking solo crusade of like, do not accept, but breathe, Sam, breathe, because I get so fucking het up about this. But please let me know what you think. Am I just being a dick? If you want to say I'm just being a dick, fine, say I'm just being a dick. Please do it nicely, because I'll still be sad even though I still feel like I'm being a dick myself. But yes, would love to talk about it. Would love to have some like intelligent conversation if my brain cells allow me, rather than like, Sam, you've just been a dick. Like, tell me why I'm being a dick. Why do you think AI is acceptable? Why do you think AI has a place? Like, I haven't even touched on the whole like ruining the environment of it all. Like, just the being lied to and the lack of creative process is what is the biggest like bugbear for me. And it's hurting the industry. We know it's hurting the movie industry. We know that. We cannot ignore that. So I'm just going to stop ranting now, but please let me know. I would love to hear what you think about me being a sanctimonious little twat and ranting about AI again. Okay, love you, bye.